Hey you guys, it is William calling from Movie Blogs, and Albania has just staged Festivali Këngës 64, and the winner was Alis with the song None, that is in with a hat. Now, our correspondent in Albania, Erdi Tayetsi, he explained to me that this is a sort of colloquial way of saying mother. It is usually spelled Nini, N-E-N-E, with the umlaut, but in this instance it is none because this is sort of the phonetic way of writing the colloquial expression for mother. Daban!
And Festivali Këngës 64th edition has chosen a winner. Hey, William.
Should we talk about it?
Let's do this.
Now, before we get into this, I just want to read some background. This song apparently came to Alis in a dream. A distant voice whispered, "Goodbye, mother," that carried pain, separation, and nostalgia. And yeah, the dominant themes of the song became exactly that. And he's described the song as, quote, a ballad for awaiting mothers, for children who leave, and for the eternal love beyond time and distance. So there are a lot of feelings going on. All right, I'm gonna put in these headphones. I left my earpods, whatever you call them, in Scotland, so we are wired. Until I have to pause. In this photograph, our man looks like Aiden from Malta, mixed with Keanu Reeves from The Matrix, mixed with Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. So there's a lot going on. Hitting play.
Oh, he's the composer.
I could kill some naan right now, I'm starving. Ooh, spirituality. Yes, take me higher.
Very dark.
Like a prayer, Madonna. And I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. It was very dark.
Oh, I like his register. It's got depth, it's got emotion in it.
I can barely see him, but I am feeling that heart. Some horns in the background. Okay, we're building. We're building. Life is a myth.
I wish he took off his sunglasses just to connect, a bit more with the audience and with the televiewers.
Okay, it's coming to its own now. He's let go of Madonna. Very dramatic.
The eyes are the window.
And we're back to Like a Prayer.
To one's soul.
It's literally all I hear. I like the beat. There's an ancient quality and a spirituality.
This camera is a little bit dizzying. It's just like going round and round and round and round.
It's all about that voice.
I expected the visuals to be bolder, to be braver.
A lot of spinning going on. This camera work needs to change. I am dizzy. It is on loop. What's he shaking? Is that a salt and pepper shaker? No. It was a medallion. That was a medallion.
It's doing its own thing. This broadcast keeps cutting out.
Okay, I need to look away. I'm gonna get vertigo. Oh, he is giving us a costume change or pulling something out of his back.
Is he adjusting his in-air? What's going on?
There was some unzipping going on. I don't know what happened. Very nice satin, black satin, reflective. I mean, he can perform.
Beautiful
He
man.
can perform. That was very emotional. I just wish I could see more. It's very dark.
Hunty.
They love Alice. Alice in Wonderland. Alis in Tirana.
Oh. Palati in Congressi was going crazy for that act.
Okay, look. Our man can sing. Let there be no doubt. He has a voice. He's brooding. He's emotional. He, gives drama. We are often used to seeing women from Albania give drama, with very dramatic songs at Eurovision. Now we have a man doing it. So, yeah, mixing it up. I think for me, what's in my head is I keep comparing this to last year. And I think last year's song from Shkodra Elektronik, it just grabbed me instantly. I was with them. I felt like I had never heard it before. It felt like it was in its own universe. With this, I keep thinking about Madonna. I keep thinking about Like a Prayer, particularly early on. I have to sneeze. However, he does eventually let go of that and make it his own. I like the drumming, the sort of ancient quality that gives it mystery. But I think that they really need to work on it visually. Because right now, I just remember a spinning camera and a lot of black with some red accents. It's not enough. It's really not enough. This right now could be borderline non-qualifier at the Eurovision Song Contest. Yes, at the moment, it's borderline non-qualifier. However, I think this song lends itself well to staging. You could see them creating something very dramatic with this. They could tell a story through the LED, maybe get them a sand lady, and then the drama would have, there'd be more dynamism. Because right now, it does change, but we're very much within one sort of soundscape, visualscape. I think they can cut, tweak, and make it have more of a climax, more of an oomph. But also visually, right now I'm staring at darkness, basically. I have bad eyes, I'm not gonna lie. But right now I'm like, okay, are we evolving? I can't really tell because there is no light. So I don't know what's going on and I'm dizzy.
Here's the thing. So for Festivali Këngës, typically I would react to all entries. But our Kosovo correspondent this year handpicked about 8 entries for me to listen to. And I listened to all of them, and Alice was one of the 8 entries, so I'd heard this song before. I breezed in and out of Festivali Këngës during the live broadcast last night. So I'd seen glimpses of this, so it wasn't entirely surprising. Was it my favorite entry of the night? No, it wasn't. Was it amongst my favorite entries of the night? Yes, it was. I mean, Festivali Këngës just really has a lot of powerhouse acts, Threeks was great. Fifi was amazing. Ines Naziri, hello. She was amazing. She came second, by the way. There were just a number of, even Luna Cascioli. So many acts that I thought that, they were kind of coming through. It was really heavily competitive. So, and Alice's act was great. For me, the issue about Alice is that it had more impact hearing it first than repeat listens. Do you see what I mean? Like, hearing it as an audio visualizer teaser impacted me way more than seeing this as the live product. The camera angles really annoyed me, and it really detracted from the centered message of a mother's longing. A mother's longing does not go around in a circumference. Just keep it still. Focus on Alice, and Alice, remove your glasses and connect with us. We want to see your face. We want to engage. We want to tap in. We want to pick up our phones and vote. And but it feels like what I should be doing right now is resetting the page. Forget all the darlings that have been killed at that point, those who didn't make it this far, and now look at Alice as a standalone Eurovision act. in a narrow field of Eurovision acts, most of whom we haven't even heard or have been selected thus far, you know, Albania, it's looking good. If I'm comparing this song to previous Eurovision, let's just compare it to last year's Skoda Electronica, you know, and let's just move on to like songs that have come through that have not been like love songs, but have been songs of other types of emotions. So like Yonida Milici comes to mind with a song about, you know, return to the motherland and all of that, versus this. I prefer Yonida. And, you know, and it has nothing to do actually with Alis's vocal capabilities. I think what he needs to do is put a team together that will visualize this message much stronger. Songs have been done about mothers, right? There was that amazing Tajikistan act who did the women mother song for Russia in 2021 or 2. You know, similar theme, that's stronger. There's also the 2009 Russian act as well, which is Mother. And then you have like Axel Hersu, who did Mother for Belgium and, you know, didn't visualize as well. I think you need strong visuals for this, and you need better stage direction and also wardrobe. I mean, I love what he's wearing, but for the song that he's singing, I feel like there's a slight disconnect.
But I think that Alis can perform. Alis can perform. And I think when they let him move more, maybe if he doesn't stand in place the whole time, this will go somewhere. This will go somewhere. So for right now, I'm seeing this, you know, with exactly one song so far in this year's competition. It's not an obvious qualifier, not by any means, but they can definitely work with this to tell more of a story for a foreign audience. I don't need English. Do not give me English. The Albanian sounds amazing. But I think when you have the LEDs, you can tell more of a story, which will then kind of pull people along. But no, Alis can perform. Alis can perform. I want to read some comments from the Weblog's Instagram. This is Don_frag9, a potential winner in Vienna. This is Bunny Am I Nyamak. Such an epic song, I get goosebumps every time. I Am Sven says, amazing song. Ann Burgess _writes, I mean, that's the first time I heard it and I got goosebumps. So I think Albania may be coming for the crown again. Now, I can't remember the last time Albania came for the crown, to be honest. I mean, I would have put Shkodra Elektronik up there. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. And actually, yes, this does have moments of goosebump quality. There are definitely some moments. And I think once you showcase those moments better visually, it's going to have much more impact. So yeah, the only way is up, really, because the Palace of Congresses in Tirana, it's a very limited venue, and they did a good job with what they have. But at Eurovision, this could pop.
But let me just focus on what I love. I love Alis's voice. I love the range. I love the scope and the depth it has. And I love how he's a master of that instrument. There are moments when you can feel like he's pulling back vocally, but he's still present. And there are times when he's belting out, but it doesn't feel overpowering. He's a real master of his vocal craft. And I really appreciate that about him. The song is really good as well. And I think it covers a really important theme. I think a lot of people think about love songs and, you know, they're different types of love. And the love that a mother has towards, you know, her son or her child, you know, I think it needs to be platformed more. And I think that, yeah, we need love in all its forms. And this is a really important and great message. What I think is lacking here is all the other aspects which Eurovision requires you to be a game about, and visuals is a major component of that. And I think that needs to be visualized. And the backing vocalists here are very good as well. I like how they were able to replicate what was on his studio track to full effect, because the live version is very faithful to the studio visualizer that we heard a fortnight ago. So yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here. And the other thing as well is that Eurovision is a journey, right? So Festivali Këngës, he's just won that, which, by the way, let me just tell you, to non-Albanians who don't understand Festivali Këngës, some Albanian acts, that's their medal. That's what they, I mean, Shkodra Electronica were like, winning Festivali Këngës? Are you kidding me? Like, we would have just been happy with that alone. Eurovision is an afterthought bonus for lots of acts, and I can go back over the years as well. Rona Nishliu as well, who, when she won Festivali Këngës, that was the moment. You know, Eurovision quite often is, you know, it's an afterthought. Certainly in terms of the song, because they're pitching for songs to do well at Festivali Këngës, and quite often, you know, there's a potential, are we going to change the lyrics from Albanian to English? Thankfully, this won't be suffering that fate, which is a great thing, because the lyrics do need to remain in English. But then there's also the, you know, let's chop it down from 7 minutes to 3 minutes. El Haidardani, being the director of the festival, has ensured that songs come a bit more Eurovision ready. So it doesn't really depart from what we'll see at Eurovision. But the visuals can change. And, you know, it's a journey to get there. And I quite like entries that progress and elevate and improve as we inch towards the grand final of Eurovision, because that's the goal, right? And then you want to be on the left-hand side of the scoreboard, perhaps in the top 10, and then up, 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 up. Albania has to beat its 5th position in 2012 for the best ever placing, Rona Nishliu, and I guess that this, you know, the hopes of that will be pinning on this act, particularly in a narrow field of songs. I mean, Eurovision 2026, everyone's dropping out. So, you know, we're going to get less showing, a much tighter showing than in previous years. So the mood and the atmosphere here is really dark. And, you know, when you don't really understand a language and it's not being visualized in a way that you can guess what the narrative is about, then having it this atmospheric and this dark and this somber tone, it's not exactly pulling people in. So is it a mother's joy or a mother's pain? I'm not quite sure, but I suppose it's a mother longing for, I guess it's the son that leaves the home for greener pastures. Actually, this theme has been covered before, but I think that you can still give it a more joyful, certainly brighter, right? He's in all black, everything's dark, and the camera's just going round and round and round. Oh my goodness, you know, there are other ways to visualize this, and I'm hoping that a team come together and put some ideas in, throw it in the pot, because this is actually a really good song and it's a really good message. And it's a male act from Albania. I don't think we've had one since Eugene Bushpepper. So, yeah, there are lots of exciting things going for this. And a song that touches the Albanian diaspora, you know it's a good thing. And already, I can tell on social media that, you know, the diaspora is excited. We've also got the rest of the world vote, you know, and you want to court audiences and viewers, you know, on that vote. They're just, there's a lot going for this. There's a lot riding about it. And it's Albania have chosen early, as they do every year. It means there's also more time to work and prepare their act for Eurovision.
All right, well, that's what we think. What do you think? Can Alis win the Eurovision Song Contest 2026? Do you think Albania made the right choice? Let us know here on WeWeBlogs.
OMG, is Alis on Pinterest? Oh, he better be. WeWeBlogs is on Pinterest, so please make sure you follow WeWeBlogs on Pinterest, and we will see you later.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.